Hey, good morning. It's Ruben Lowing. It's Wednesday here in McAllen. So I got this morning and I read my scriptures and meditated on them. And the two parts of it. This is chapter 6. It's day 23 or 24, every 24 days in a row, right? And what jumped out at me this morning was that Noah was blameless in the eyes of God. Right, and then in Proverbs, the end of Proverbs 6, it says, "People don't despise a thief if he steals to satisfy his hunger when he is starving. Yet if he is caught, he must pay sevenfold, though it costs him all the wealth of his house. But a man who commits adultery has no sense. Whoever does so destroys himself. Blows and disgrace are his lot, and his shame will never be wiped away. For jealousy is aroused a husband's fury, and he will show no mercy when he takes revenge. He will not accept any compensation. He will refuse a bribe, however great it is." All right, that it's nutty, right? What that says is that a thief can make restitution and be repentant and almost be justified because he's starving, right? Even though he's got to pay it back. Okay, but if you commit adultery, the spurned husband won't. You can't pay him enough. You can't say you're sorry enough. It's never forgiven. It's never happened. Okay. And now, what's really wild is this is the John Maxwell this is the Gateway version that I read, Gateway NIV, right? But when I looked up other NIV verses, or even in the John Maxwell Bible, it reads different. It reads a lot different. And it's kind of like what's going on here with the law. Actually, there's no law that requires a healthy person to wear a mask, right? And then like I have a medical condition that it's not healthy for me to wear a mask, okay? And Gold's Gym accepted that, right? Yesterday, I went into Planet Fitness, no problem. I went into Planet Fitness today without a mask, got to the counter, and they said, "You can't come in without a mask." Within the line of sight, there were 5 people who didn't have their mask on, working on, on the treadmill or whatever, walking around, whatever, right? And they told me at the desk, I have to come in with a mask as long as I can take it down after I check in, even though it's so incongruent. What good is it? I mean, the mask doesn't do any good anyways, right? It restricts the amount of oxygen that you're receiving, actually diminishing your immune system, right? And I believe that's the whole crux of this, right? They do things to make people more susceptible to this virus, and so they're going to be more infections, or more cases, and hence to justify this draconian lockdown. Okay, and that's what I believe, and it triggered me, right? But I'm reading scriptures that tells me to rely on the Lord, right? So that's what I have to do, right? Which is crazy because all these people, every time I see somebody wearing a mask, it just tells me they're full of fear, which means they're not relying on the Lord. All right. Have a good day.